Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx, and today we are talking about something kind of different. We're talking about, I guess behind the scenes, what it's like for a small YouTuber like myself. This is all based on my experience and my beliefs and my morals, I guess. So this isn't gonna be the same for everybody. If you start a channel, you may blow up in a month and start making a living off of your channel. Some people may start their channels and it take a decade to make $100. So I'm just gonna tell you what it's been like for me, how much money I make. I'm gonna tell you why I started my channel. I'm gonna give you tips and some kind of advice, again, based around my expectations and my experience. This may be because you're interested in knowing behind the scenes stuff. You guys may be watching this because you wanna start a channel of your own or you've been thinking about it. So hopefully I answer some questions for you. And if you have questions that I don't answer, list them in the box below. If I know the answer or have advice for you, I will absolutely share it. So the first thing I want to say is why I started my channel. And I started my channel for 3 reasons. I wanted free makeup, I wanted to eventually make money off of doing this, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I thought this would be a good way to connect with people in the comfort of my own home. So the first thing is making money. I've already said in a few different videos that I will not be that YouTuber who has affiliate links and affiliate codes and all this stuff. I've stated this before. The only way I'm planning on making money on YouTube is an AdSense account, and that's basically I accumulate money in an account through AdSense. That's a Google program. Every time you guys watch my videos. I made my first $100 not too long ago. It took a good while to accumulate that money. I don't know all of the ins and outs of this, but this was a way I felt comfortable making money. I don't want you guys to have to spend money to make me money. It's different if you're just watching my video anyway. I signed up for a Google AdSense account. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and you have to have a certain amount of views within a certain amount of time. So I got approved. There was a bit of like a wait for it because they have to go through your account and look through stuff. So I did end up getting approved in June or July of 2018, and I received my first $100 paycheck in, I want to say, November of 2018. So it took a long while, and I'm pretty consistent with my videos and stuff. I worked my ass off for that $100. So it was exciting to get that $100 paycheck. So free makeup, PR, all that stuff. I learned a lot about myself when it came to being approached to talk about and have a product sent to you for free. There was the charcoal toothpaste and tea. These companies like to send small YouTubers this stuff because they know that we're desperate for free stuff. And we'll most likely talk about it to you guys on our videos, on our Instagram. So you learn a lot about yourself when you start this because you go into this thinking, oh, okay, this is fun. People send me stuff, I'll talk about it, whatever. No, it's not that easy. If you want to be on a PR list, you most likely have to have at least a certain amount of Instagram subscribers or a certain amount of YouTube subscribers. Now, I'm still a very small channel, but I have gotten things sent to me like for free to talk about, but I was never paid to say anything about them. That's where the lines get blurred. I'll consider doing a sponsored video in the future or something like that, but I will never tell you guys a product is great if I don't think it is. I'm not a good liar, and I'd rather have you guys trust me than have a company send me stuff to lie for them. It's not worth it. And if I don't like something, it's usually written on my face. It's just easier to not have to act. I'd rather just be myself, tell the truth, and if I have companies who don't want to send me things because of it, well, that says more about them than it does about me. So I'm okay with that. Now, getting PR, it can happen a number of ways, but what I did was I reached out to companies. I sent them emails and said, hey, I'm a small YouTuber. Here's my channel. If you're interested, you know, I'd love to be put on your PR list, something like that. Most of them said no. Every PR package that is sent out is for business. They don't send you stuff because they love your channel or think you're amazing or you seem cute or whatever. They send you things to promote them for them. And if your channel isn't big enough, or if your Instagram isn't big enough, they're not gonna waste this PR package on you. Like, that's just the simple fact. So I think I've gotten like a handful of companies that have sent me stuff, but never like PR. They just sent me a few things to try, which was very generous of them. There was no strings attached. They didn't say, well, you have to say you like it. None of that. I was actually just emailed from a magnetic lash company who said, you know, we want you to try these out. And I said, I wouldn't mind trying them out in a video as long as you're comfortable with me giving a real, honest review. I won't give you a good review just because you sent me something. So if you're cool with that, with an honest review, then feel free to send them. And they said, that's fine. We would love to hear what you really think. And you know, we will send them to you. So that's the kind of company that I'd rather work with. And luckily, I've never actually had anybody be like, you have to say you like it, because I'm always very honest with them. I'm like, listen, don't send this if you think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what I want. I'm going to tell my subscribers the truth, whether it's good or bad. So a few of the things I get asked, and this is more getting into starting your channel and what to expect and all that stuff, is dealing with criticism. Because if you decide to do this, you better have some thick skin, because people can be really nasty, and it's really easy to be like a keyboard warrior and be an asshole and tell somebody they're ugly or just be really cruel. Now luckily I haven't had any like horrible comments like saying like, oh, I hate you, or you should die, or anything like scary like that. But I mean, I have had my share of rude comments. But the nice thing about it is that in the end, this is my channel and I get to say whose comments are here and whose aren't. Let me see, what video was it? It was the first BoxyCharm like special edition box they put out. I think it was like from a year or two ago. I hated that box. I thought it was trash. And my review of it and unboxing was not positive. And I got a lot of heat in that comment section. I had people saying, you don't know what you're talking about. I had people saying, oh my God, you're such a negative person. It's comments like that that I'll delete and I'll block that person, because I'm like, first off, fuck you. Just because I don't like what I got in this box, I'm a negative person. I had people saying like, you're ungrateful. Like BoxyCharm sent me the box and I was just an asshole about it. Like I paid for that fucking box and I hated everything in it. I thought it was crap. And I told everyone about it. So those are the kind of comments that I will delete. Now, in the beginning, it was like when I got, if I would have gotten like a thumbs down on my video, or if I saw that my subscriber number went down, I'm like, oh my God, somebody doesn't like me in the beginning. And then I was finally like, there's nothing I can do about this. I'm not going to please everyone. Not everyone is going to like me. It's just like real life. This is like anything. Some people will like you, some people won't. And thankfully I have a ton of great subscribers who like leave comments and are very encouraging and supportive, and that's the kind of thing that makes this fun and worth it, is the fact that you guys like think of me as a friend, and I completely agree. Like I think of a lot of you guys as friends, and it's fun to sit here and talk to you guys and kind of bullshit and like talk about things that we like, because how many of us don't have this in real life? Like, but nobody who's like, oh my God, did you see the new Urban Decay palette? It's horrible. And their day is ruined because of it. And having to be able to come on here and talk to people and you guys about it is a special thing, I think. And I think it's amazing, and I love that there's a platform to do that on. So luckily, when it comes to criticism, I've learned how to handle it. Like a thumbs down isn't gonna ruin my life. A rude comment isn't gonna ruin my life. That's what the delete button is for. One of the things that makes this hard, other than like criticism and stuff like that, is YouTube changing the rules all the time. This happens a lot. The algorithm changes. My video can be watched and shared a million times in the beginning of the year, and then by the end of the year, like my views are crazy low. And obviously that could be some of my fault. Maybe my content's just kind of not as good or whatever, but you have to be prepared to change with YouTube. So the rest of this video is kind of some tips, advice, how to kind of start your channel, or if you're just interested in hearing about how you start a channel and what can make your channel better and video setup and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna kind of just touch on a bunch of subjects. This isn't gonna be an hour long, but like any hobby, you need some money to start doing this. I started with my phone, sat in the corner. You can see my first video, the lighting wasn't great. It wasn't the best quality. I've moved up since then, but I'm on my porch right now. I have a photo backdrop behind me. Like this is just a piece of fabric. A few things that I encourage people to look into when they start a channel is lighting and working on like your presence. Because if you're kind of like a whisperer, like you have to sound like you want to be here. I have a nice camera. It was like a few $100s, like it wasn't crazy expensive. I used my phone at first, but I found that the quality wasn't what I wanted it to be, so I did invest in a camera. I have a laptop that I solely use just for my videos. I edit on it. I use Movie Maker that came with the computer. Like I'm not spending $100 on a Studio Cut Pro, whatever the fuck it's called. Like lighting is super important because obviously you need to see who you're watching. That's the turn-offs for me. If your video is dark, And honestly, and if the quality of the video is like just shitty, I probably won't watch it. Some people don't have a problem with stuff like that, but that's just what I look for when I'm watching a video. You know, I always tell people, make sure you're speaking clearly and, you know, projecting your voice. Like if somebody's sitting here and kind of talking like this, like, I don't want to watch someone I can't hear. It doesn't matter how cute you are, it doesn't matter how much money you just spent on the products you're talking about. If I can't hear you, or if I'm like, what are you saying? Like if you mumble, like, I don't know. That's just my thing. Like I can't watch a video like that. One of the things I always encourage people not to do when they start a channel is do not fall for sub for sub. You don't know what that means? It's basically if somebody comes on my channel who also has a channel and leaves me a comment that says, hey, I love your channel, come check out mine, let's sub for sub, I'm immediately gonna say fuck you and delete that comment, but I'm also going to spam that comment. I'm gonna report it as spam, because that's what it is. YouTube looks for that. They red flag the word sub, subscriber, or subscribe. They flag those words. So if any of those words are in a comment that somebody leaves me, it goes into my spam file, and if I see that, I can report it, and I usually do. That's the one thing I do appreciate from YouTube. So if I'm like, sure, let's sub for sub, and me and 1,000 people sub for sub each other, but we're not watching each other's videos, our channels are going nowhere. Whenever I go to a new channel, I always go and look all the way to their about section. It's at the top of the screen. If you go all the way over on like the app, all the way to the side, it's gonna say about. I'm gonna go there and it's gonna tell me how many subscribers this channel has and how many views they have. If you have 100,000 subscribers and only 20,000 views, your subscribers aren't watching your channel. And to make money on YouTube and to have a better rating on YouTube and to become like a popular video or channel, people need to watch your entire video. If somebody's not watching your whole video, that kind of works against you. So every time you guys watch an entire video of mine, I thank you so much, because when you watch a full video, when you leave comments, whoever you're watching, you're helping by doing that. So thank you so much to everybody who does that for me, because that makes my channel easier to find and is letting YouTube know that this channel is doing something good and doing something right. So it's going to keep me relevant. So I thank you so much if you do that. So again, sub for sub, don't fall for it. You have to find things to film. I like to make videos that I like to watch. I love unboxings, I love hauls, I love reviews, I love comparison videos. Like I love all that kind of stuff. I don't love get ready with me's, and I know I do those, but those are the kind of videos that I put out when, if I'm like in the mood to film something, but I don't have something to unbox or review, I'll do a get ready with me, because I always have new stuff to use. I love doing giveaways. I have more coming up, so stay tuned. That's probably my biggest tip, is find stuff that you love to talk about and talk about it. You know, if you're doing something, if you're making a video about something that you're really not interested in, people are going to see that you're not really interested in it. So when I film things, I try to film things that I would watch myself. Okay, so I think that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned. I have so much more coming up. I have a surprise giveaway that's going to pop up in a video very soon. And if it hasn't already, I'm not really sure when this is going up, but thank you so much for all your support and questions, and for all of you who watch all my videos and comment and give me thumbs up and all that stuff. That really does help my channel, so I appreciate it so much that you do it. So that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, anything at all that you want to know or tell me, again, leave them in the box below, and see you next time. Bye.